Hello everyone and welcome to episode 23 of the Vinylmation Kingdom webcast, which I'm going to go through all of this week's Vinylmation news. It is the 7th of March 2015 and I have got loads of Star Wars Vinylmation news. I'm going to kick off first off with a quick update on the Mickey Mouse cartoon short series. This series was supposed to be online yesterday at DisneyStore.com. It didn't arrive online, however it did appear at D Streets in Walt Disney World and also in Disneyland. So expect it to be released online next week, next Friday. Bit of an odd ball of a release for this one. First off, Vinylmation.com had said that it was basically going to be the other way around. It was going to go online early this week, and then it was going to go to D Streets the following week. Completely did a flip, and it went to the stores. I went to D Streets on Friday, but it didn't go online. So, yet again, a chaotic sort of Vinylmation release. So far, I'm going to be honest, it hasn't looked like there's been a lot of. There has hardly been any posts on any of the Facebook groups, including our own. Where there just doesn't seem to be a lot of... So it might be because people didn't know it was coming out, so people were waiting for next week. And also there could be potentially a very big release coming out with the new Frozen blind box series that we have been talking about, that we've got informed by some Disney Store cast members. We still don't know anything really about them yet. We keep getting asked. And all we can say is we've been told by cast members that they're due out on the 16th at Disney Stores. No previews yet, nothing yet, but this is not uncommon for a Disney Store release. Disney Store don't tend to announce anything. There's always been two teams of Vinylmation. You have the park team, and then you have the Disney Store team. The park team usually are a lot better at communicating their information. They get out previews. They tend to update VinylmationKingdom.com. Anything that's on the Disney Store doesn't tend to go up on the Vinylmation Kingdom website, and we have before just woken up one day and found a new blind box or a new vinyl just pop up. So that's not uncommon. So hopefully we'll get some information soon on that Frozen set. I know a lot of people are interested, and it's going to be very, very popular. But let's get on to the really big news of the week, and that is Star Wars. So information has come out on the new Galactic event, which is going to be taking part as a Star Wars weekend. Now, basically, what this Galactic Weekend is an opportunity to get in to the sort of merchandise Darth Mall early at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, and what you can do from there is you then get some limited edition pin, magic band, and the opportunity to basically get in every single week. It costs $250 to get in, so it's not cheap to get in. There's loads of stuff, but we're only really going to focus here on the Vinylmation now. There is, as per usual, a lot of Vinylmation being released for the Star Wars weekend. It's a big weekends throughout May and June to get Star Wars information and sort of Star Wars merchandise. That is a big money maker for Disney, and one of the things that they do is they tend to release stuff over weeks. So they'll put everything out the first week, or put a few things out, and then each week they release an extra little item. They don't tend to release everything at once. Usually most of these items could end up at D Street in over in Disneyland. The blind box series itself will be available in Walt Disney World, Disneyland, hopefully, fingers crossed, Disneyland Paris. They'll probably even be online as well at DisneyStore.com, since the Series 4 was. So yes, the Series 5 of the blind box series, which if you can look here, we have got, let's have a quick look here and bring up that image. So there we go. So we know the first off the blind box series consists of a TIE Fighter pilot, we have a Stormtrooper on Tatooine, we have a Jabba the Hutt, which looks identical to that big 9-inch version that we saw last year, and then we have Leia. It's a 12-piece set. We don't get so many of them anymore. What's interesting about this set is we've got artists including Maria Klapsis, John Henselmeyer, Casey Jones, and Thomas Scott. So that looks pretty cool. What is quite interesting is at the event they're going to be selling off a pre-production set for $2,500. That's right, $2,500, which includes all of the commons, the chaser, and a variant. So we know there's going to be a variant in that blind box series, and it also includes all of the other Vinylmation. So it's kind of that's looking pretty good. But there we go. So that is a blind box series. So that they're going to be available everywhere. So you don't tend to have to worry too much. And I'd even say that if you have only got limited money and focus primarily on getting the limited edition items first and worry about getting them afterwards. It's quite interesting that we know that there's going to be a variant for that set. Other figures coming include this Eaches set, which is Series 5. There is by Casey Jones, limited edition size 1500, and it includes Biggs Darklighter as the main one and Jed Pawkins. Now I'm going to be honest and probably recognise them from the movie, didn't really know their names. So it's going to be a 9 out of 10 chance you're going to get Biggs, and 1 in 10 you're going to get Jed. I think these are going to be popular. I think LE 1500 is probably about right for these. They're not major characters, and I think people are going to want to get hold of them, especially that variant, considering that the variant version, which is, by the looks of it, is the one with the beard rather than the moustache. He's only going to be 1 in 10 chance. There's only going to be 150 of that figure around. So that there is one of the Eaches. Now we also have got information on there is going to be a twin pack by Maria Klapsis, which is 2,500, priced at $29.95. We don't really know anything about that one yet, so that is going to be item A. So that's going to be on the second weekend. There will also be on the fourth weekend another limited edition twin pack, LE size 2,500. We again don't know what that is. And on the fifth weekend, there's going to be a Eaches by Thomas Scott, LE size 1500. It's going to be priced at $29.95. So sorry, it's not an Eaches. That's a twin pack. So we know we've got 3 twin packs coming for Star Wars. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty interesting there that we've got so we've got a few twin packs coming as well. I like the fact that they haven't told us everything. I think that's a good idea from their point. On one side, it'll kind of boost up things, especially if they keep it as a surprise for the weekend. And it's even down to the blind box series. They haven't fully given all the information out. It makes sense to try and stretch it out. Maybe give a few previews over the next coming weeks before it. Because it's, again, the Disney Park team. They tend to be a lot better at communication. And still, at the minute, I'm still going to, keep battering on about this, about the fact that they are not announcing enough information. Officially now we know a little bit about Star Wars, but at the minute, we have got zero news on when any Vinylmation is coming out officially. It's just not really very good at all. Okay, so I'm going to go on the last bit of news, which is probably, without doubt, one of my favourite pieces from this set, which is going to be this 9-inch Death Star. Now, what is interesting about this 9-inch one? Now, first off, it's limited edition size 1,000, priced at $59.95, and it comes with a 3-inch Death Star Trooper as well. Now, first off, on the actual level of detail here, in the ears, you've got a load of TIE fighters, and on the other ears, you've got all the X-wings. And right on the body as well, on the back and the front, you've also got the same thing with sort of them basically flying around the things, and the head's been used as the Death Star. Now, I love it. I think it's a fantastic use of the 9-inch mode. We have hardly got any 9-inch mode. I think the last one we saw was last year's. We had Jabba the Hutt, and that pretty much we've only had one 9-inch in the year. And I don't even yet. I'm just trying to think. That's how little we've had. So it's great to see a 9-inch. And also, I'm really chuffed that John Henselmeyer is designed this one. It looks really cool. He hasn't done. He's only had a few pieces done so far, but he also looks like he's got some designs in the actual blind box series as well. So there is all the Star Wars information. So there we go. So there's a nice big Star Wars update. It pretty much was expected that Star Wars weekends were going to get lots of Vinylmation. Still no news on the Star Wars Juniors Stormtroopers that we saw back at the Imagination Gala. I'm kind of hoping that they're pushing them back a little bit into the summer, as much as it'd be cool to have them out. I know some people are after it. That's a lot of Star Wars Vinylmations within like sort of 5-6 weeks, 12-piece blind box set, 9-inch 3-inch combo, limited edition Eaches, and then you've got 3 mystery twin packs that we don't know about. It's a lot of Vinymations if you're a Star Wars fan. I know I am a Star Wars fan, and I've got lots of. I'm looking at these at the minute. Personally, my priority is going to be that 9-inch Death Star. That is the one thing that I've gone. I want that. That's definitely something I want to get hold of. Limited edition size 1000. It's really hard to tell with 9 inches. Some people think they work really well, but Jabba seemed to hang around a long time. So I'm going to be trying to get hold of that one. Not too keen myself personally on the eaches with the pilots. If I didn't get them, I'm not really that bothered. I don't think. I think when Star Wars there's so much stuff going on, it's a bit difficult to know. Also, we have the actual, like I said, the blind box series. Now, at the minute, out of the 2 sets, out of these figures, I'm torn. I am really torn on these figures at the minute. I love the X-Wing pilot, and I'm going to love the Stormtrooper. Jabba the Hutt is, I've already got the 9-inch model, so I'm a bit like, it just looks a bit, I don't know. It's a great design, but I think I'm a bit like, well, they just copied it and put it on there. And then I honestly, I do not want another Leia Vinylmation. I have got so many of that character, and I'm getting a little bit bored of. Where's Darth Maul? I'll even take a Jar Jar Binks at the minute. Give us something new. Give us something different. You know, I would have loved to seen. I'd have loved to seen a Rebel set or something. You know, get us something new rather than just keep going back to the original. There's so many characters that we could have seen, rather than just keep redoing Luke, Leia, and you know, that's just my own personal opinion. And I love Star Wars Vinylmation, so don't get me wrong, but I'd love to see some more characters. You know, do a prequel. Let's get a Queen Amidala, a Jar Jar Binks. You know, the guy that, you know, that I can't remember his name, the Gurgur or something. Let's just get some new characters going, rather than just keep doing the original trilogy over and over again. But anyway, guys, that pretty much wraps up this show in terms of news. Yeah, it was a big Vinylmation release, so remember to check us out at vinylmationkingdom.com. Also, remember to check out our other website, DisKingdom.com. We have all the same Vinylmation content over there as well. Basically, I dual post all the Vinylmation stories on both websites for that reason. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be a big thing, and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. But there we go. So that's all the Star Wars Vinylmation news for the Star Wars weekends. Tell me what you guys want, what you want to see, and what you're hoping to add to your collection. All your feedback is greatly received, and I shall see you in the next episode. Hopefully we got some news next week. See you guys later.